When was the exact moment that your quick thinking stepped in and ended up saving your life against all odds? My name is Noah Bennett, and the night I survived a car crash is the moment I replay like a film because it taught me what quick thinking looks like when everything is on the line. Liam and I were driving home from a night shift when fog swallowed the road. My job as an ER tech had taught me to notice small signs, pale skin, shallow breath, but nothing could have prepared me for the sudden oncoming pickup that crossed into our lane. I swerved, the world spun, and metal screamed. When the car stopped, pain was everywhere. My knee throbbed, my shoulder burned, my head rang. Liam called my name. He was dazed, a cut above his eyebrow, but responsive. Beyond him, the pickup had slammed into a tree and the driver lay slumped, pale and still. People gathered on the shoulder, flashlights bobbing. Someone screamed that 911 had been called. That felt like too little, too late. Something in me clicked. Years of watching rapid assessments in the ER had wired a checklist into my bones. I moved like a script, airway, breathing, circulation. Liam's airway was clear. The driver's was not. I climbed through rain-slicked glass, fingers numb, and cleared debris from his mouth. No pulse. I felt the hollow alarm in my throat but kept my voice steady, calling for help, instructing a bystander to make a tourniquet for the driver's arm. Then I started chest compressions. My training dictated the rhythm, not courage. 100 compressions to the minute, hard enough to compress the chest, firm but not reckless, compress and release. The world narrowed to breath and beat. My hands burned, my shoulders ached, adrenaline kept me upright. An officer arrived and then paramedics with a defibrillator. We worked as one machine, compressions, breaths, a shock, compressions again. Friends described it later like a miracle. To me it was practice meeting moment. When the EMTs loaded him into the ambulance and closed the doors, I finally let myself collapse on the curb, knees shaking, soaked through. In the days that followed I replayed that night with a new clarity. The cuts healed, the bruises faded, but the truth remained, training saved a life. It wasn't bravery in a cinematic sense, but a sequence of small, disciplined acts, checklists, compressions, calling for help, that bought time until professionals could take over. I don't claim heroism, only responsibility. I had learned what to do, and when fear rose, I leaned into procedure. Now I renew my CPR, teach first aid, and keep an emergency bag. I keep this story not to boast but to remind others. Quick thinking often comes down to basics and the choice to act. That night changed me. It taught me that the moment that decides a life is almost always ordinary until it isn't. The split second when you move instead of freeze is where survival begins. Liam jokes that I earned a medal. I keep my wounds as reminders, and a gratitude for the neighbor with the defib, the officer who steadied me, and the EMTs who finished the job. We survived because we stepped in. I'm okay now. Full story added in below.